Welcome to episode 4 of my Te Araroa series, where I attempt to hike the 3,000 kilometer length of New Zealand. So far, my husband Brian and I have hiked 223 kilometers from the southern terminus, through diverse terrain and facing many challenges. In this episode, episode 4, we hike 165 kilometers over 7 days. From challenging route finding to epic alpine and breathtaking lakes, we pitch our tent at some incredible campsites and some less ideal ones, hike our first big stretch of road, and start to, maybe, figure out my pesky hay fever. Okay, let's get into the episode.
Morning. Hey, that's good.
Here we go. We're embarking on our section from here to Queenstown. Now, should be there in like 5 or 6 days. Starting with a little road walk. The TA is a diverse route with some segments consisting of proper hiking track, while other segments include road and 4x4 track, farmland routes, river walking, and undefined routes. This is pretty common for a trail that spans the length of a country. It means that route finding is a necessary skill at times. Once we left the road, we entered a segment of trail that was lightly marked, inconsistently used, and overgrown. There was usually no visible, discernible trail, and the trail markers were so sparse that we couldn't rely on them. This meant for these 15 kilometers, we had to do a lot of route finding. Since the TA is on far out and it has its own app, Te Araroa, the trail app, we often would reference both while route finding. We checked our phones frequently and observed where we were relative to the GPS track, what we were physically seeing on the ground, and where in the terrain the GPS track appeared to be. The GPS track was usually pretty accurate, but there were still times when the actual route on the ground was inconsistent with the GPS track. So route finding isn't as simple as staying directly on the GPS track. For instance, the GPS track looks like it's on the right side of the fence here. We tried to follow the GPS line on the right of the fence, but ended up getting pushed further and further away from the fence due to a large thicket of brambles. We ended up having to backtrack and stick to the left of the fence where we spotted some trail markers eventually. As you can imagine, this really slows down the pace. It didn't help that we were walking through tall grass most of the time and my allergy symptoms immediately flared up.
What's the situation?
My allergies are back with a vengeance, as you can see. The only place to stop is amongst the grass. Okay, we've been going now probably for a couple hours in the grass. Tough. You never know what's gonna be the hardest spot for you. It's not the same for everyone. Everyone's experience is so different. Brian's feeling good and I'm feeling terrible.
We've lost a piece of equipment on the trail. We're pushing through some really deep bush, so we've just backtracked and we're trying to find it. To the right.
This way?
Yes.
Right. So I have a little tiny dead cat here covering this mic so I can talk to you guys in the wind. About a kilometer ago, I noticed it was missing. So we went back, we looked for it, like where we went through some bushes. Couldn't find it, and I got really emotional about it because I love being able to make these videos. It's so important to me. And I want you guys to be able to hear what's happening. And when there's wind noise on like just a bare mic, you can't even use the audio. And I reached in to drink my water and I noticed that the cap was missing and I thought, oh, lost something else. So I reached in here to see if it was in there and I pulled out my little mini dead cat, which is just a little fluff for the microphone. I'm so happy. So I only didn't have it for like an hour. So you're still gonna get some good audio. We're on our last 3 kilometers. We decided to push because it'll mean tomorrow I have to walk through less grass, hopefully. That's what we're thinking, at least. We should finish the grass today. So hopefully that helps me. My nose is bleeding on and off, so it's just been a difficult day. We made it to camp. We're beside this babbling stream, and Brian set up the twinkly lights, and it just feels so good to be at camp. We did 30 kilometers today. I'm very proud of us for that. I'm gonna do my video editing, journaling, and go to bed. I'm very tired. Another 30K day tomorrow. Good morning from Middle Earth. At least that's what it feels like here by this stream. It was a perfect camp spot, so cozy with the lights Brian set up, but I had a horrible sleep. Right before going to sleep, when I was recording my voiceover for my short form video, my nose like completely blocked up. I couldn't blow it anymore. I think maybe it was swollen or something. Anyway, I couldn't breathe through my nose all night. So we're about an hour behind schedule because I was just like really struggling to get going this morning. Really struggling. But because we pushed yesterday, we only have 25 kilometers to do today, not 30. So hopefully that'll be good. Brian has been a great support. He's been meditating every day. So he is just like so grounded when I need help, and he's so supportive and sympathetic, and oh, it's been amazing to have that. So he's just finishing packing up. We didn't even check out the hut. I'll show you the backside. This is where we tented, and I'll show you the backside of the hut. When we were resting in Te Araroa, I looked more into hayfever, since I'm pretty sure that's what I've been suffering from since arriving here in New Zealand. I realized that the hives I've been getting on my legs were likely due to contact dermatitis. Contact dermatitis is an itchy rash caused by direct contact with an allergen. I realized that if it really is the grass I'm allergic to, I can't be brushing my bare skin up against it. So I have a new plan for this section: wear my rain pants whenever I'm walking in grass. Which means I love forest walking even more now because I can take my pants off. It is summer here after all. I purchased new allergy medication in Te Araroa, and while it does take the edge off a little bit, it's not working all that well. I noticed myself getting pretty discouraged today. I knew that if I couldn't get my allergy symptoms under control, I was going to have to quit. We've done 10K so far today. It's been so nice to be on a trail today. Oh, so nice. Walking around the lake now. The trail is incredibly cruisy. When you have days where the trail is tough, you just appreciate when it's cruisy like this so much.
Rain gear on.
Full gear. It's raining now. We're walking along the lake. Can't remember now, I think 8 kilometers to go. And it's like a 4x4 track that people drive on, so cruisy. This hut was the first of our hike that had 4x4 road access to it. This opens the hut up to use by motor vehicle users, which definitely changes the vibe of the hut. Thru hikers can only carry what fits in their pack to the huts, while 4x4ers can fill their vehicle with lots of gear. Often this meant speakers and alcohol and later nights. This can be challenging for thru hikers who usually go to sleep early and wake up early to maximize daylight hiking hours. I actually felt safer pitching the tent even though there weren't that many good tent spots. Good morning. Here we are waking up on our sloped spot. We're all packed up. Brian just went down to the hut toilet. I'm feeling tired, didn't get a great sleep, but I'm also feeling, I don't know, like a little bit more optimistic today for some reason. We're learning things about this trail, about what works for us, what doesn't work for us. It takes a while to learn a new trail, like to learn all the ins and outs of it and what works best for you on that trail as well. It's like, yeah, it takes time. Oh, I should film this car coming down this track. It looks epic. Here we go. This moment felt surreal. It felt like we had been anticipating this moment ever since we started planning for this hike. This feeling of entering the Alpine with towering peaks surrounding us, knowing what we've overcome to get here. It's almost indescribable. A swelling of joy filled my body and I laughed unencumbered into the sweet mountain air. Oh, this is so beautiful. Ah! You might have noticed the tufts of golden grass-like plant everywhere. This is called tussock. Tussock refers to a group of grass species that grow in clumps or tufts rather than forming a sod. They grow in grasslands, savannas, shrublands, and even alpine regions. They provide habitat and food for various species, as well as stabilize slopes. Look at how the tussock looks in the wind. Spectacular. It's like a dance or music. How is it?
Delicious. Mashed potatoes and kind of a flavored gravy.
Dehydrated potatoes. The only ingredient is potato. And we added this veg, deliciously plant-based Italian plant-based mince, garlic, basil, and oregano. So we're making them kind of like Italian style potatoes. Here's mine. Time to have my first bite. I love potatoes. They're my favorite food. That and Caesar salad. Okay, here we go.
It's good, eh?
That's really good. They're pretty bland on their own, but with the plant-based mince, That's delicious. We've reached a spot in the fence where we actually have to crawl under. It's like in, far out. That's what we're supposed to do, which we haven't had to do that before. And there's barbed wire, so we gotta be careful. Brian is gonna try going pack through first. Nice.
There we go.
Thank you. Okay, made it through. Made it to a hut for a break. Looks like somebody might be here. Even though I love hiking, I'm not interested enough in gear to make dedicated full-length gear videos, but I get a lot of questions from you guys about my gear. So I thought I would start a segment in my videos where I highlight something I am using a lot in the video and that I recommend. I will share my affiliate links for the product in the video description so that you can purchase it if you would like. This is a really great way to support my channel because I will usually earn a commission on your purchase at no additional cost to you. In this video's gear segment, I'm going to highlight Far Out. Far Out is an app for long-distance hiking, biking, and paddling with over 100 detailed guides around the world. The app includes the option to download offline maps so that you have access to the maps and elevation profiles even on airplane mode. My favorite feature in Far Out are the waypoints. Each waypoint is marked with a symbol to represent the categories such as water, campsites, bridge, and more. The waypoints have a description and often photos, and users can comment on the waypoints. These comments are invaluable as hikers who have been there before can tell you if the water is still flowing, how to find the camp spot, where the toilets are, etc. I've noticed that more and more routes are being added to the app, including day hikes and shorter routes. Downloading the app is free, and then within the app you can purchase a single route, such as the TA, or a bundle of routes. See the link in the description of this video to learn more and download the app. We're on our last 3 kilometers in this beautiful forest section. It's just been such an amazing hiking day today. I feel so optimistic at this point. Obviously there are still going to be hard days, but I feel optimistic that we are going to have a really nice hike. I was feeling low there for a little bit. And we're going to camp at another hut tonight, and Brian had to book this camping, so we know we'll get a spot. I love that feeling. I love being pre-booked. We have made our destination for the day. We're just going to have our dinner and then go to bed.
How awesome was today?
Today was a really good day. Okay, I'm done all my chores now, so I'm gonna go into the tent and set up the beds. Okay, so Brian and I both have the Thermarest Neo Air X Lite. It's actually kind of hot in here, which is nice. Our Zero Pump by Flextail. Do you want your poncho just under your bed? Is that your plan?
Yeah.
Okay, time to do Brian's. Pillow. Now the coupler step.
Here's the couplers. They're just these straps holding our mats together. Final step is the quilts. And then on Brian's quilt, we put sun so that my quilt can clip into his. So here's the setup. Now our beds are attached, we each have our pillows, and our quilts are attached together. It's pretty cozy. Good morning. Had a pretty good sleep last night, which is great. It's another glorious day out here, and we have a more chill day today. We're dropping down to the road, and then we're road walking. So obviously road walking has its own challenges, but it should be faster, and we're staying at a campground tonight, so it's very exciting. So nice. It's a glorious day out here, and things are looking up for me for sure, which feels good. Like, I'm feeling so much better.
Water time.
We have fine-tuned our water filtration system over the years, and I'm so happy with our current setup. We have Canuck Outdoors Vecto water containers, the Sawyer Squeeze water filter, a Sawyer Products coupler, and a smart water bottle. Being able to hang the filter while resting and eating has been a game changer. Any small ways to save energy really add up over the course of a long-distance hike. Not having to squeeze the filter very often is a big win. Now that we have reached the road walk, we are technically off the official Te Araroa route. This road walk is an optional section that usually only hikers who are attempting a continuous footpath bother to hike. This section is not required for your hike to be considered a through hike of the TA. That's why our kilometer marker is staying at 319 over the next couple of days. We are technically hiking a lot of kilometers per day, but they aren't official trail kilometers. So I'll be showing you the distances we hike each day, but keep in mind, we don't get back onto the official route until Queenstown, where you will start to see our trail kilometer marker increasing again.
We made it to camp. It is a car campground, and there's a restaurant over that way that we went to as soon as we got here. Got some bar snacks, which were incredible. Nachos, truffle fries, and bread. So good. And beers. And now we've just set up our tent. It's one of the most stunning views I've ever seen from a car campground. And we're gonna hit the bed very soon. Feeling tired, but good. Actually starting to feel good. I'm still experiencing allergy symptoms, but not to the same level. Like, my eyes obviously itchy because I couldn't help but rub it, but overall feeling way better. Good morning from an absolutely stunning campsite. Had a great sleep, got breakfast at the restaurant across the street. So now we've got lots of energy. It's 10 a.m. and we have, I think, 25 kilometers all on the road to do today. Very minimal elevation changes. So I think we should be able to do it pretty quickly. We have to get there before the store closes at 6 p.m. So we were hoping to leave by 9, but we didn't. So we're gonna have to be really focused and do a good pace. But I honestly feel so energized after my coffee and a full breakfast that I think we're gonna be able to do it. Almost ready?
Almost ready.
Look at that backdrop.
That is one of the most spectacular car camping spots we've ever been in.
We've done a couple kilometers now on this beautiful road walk. It's like literally 360 mountain views, and it's a pretty quiet road. It's just an absolutely glorious hiking day. Life is good right now. Do you agree, Brian?
I agree.
And the locals are just so generous and friendly here. Someone pulled over to offer us a ride, and I suspect that'll happen a few times. So stunning. Loving this. We made it to Mrs. Woolley's campground and general store. They're next door neighbors. When I tell you the general store is like my dream store, there were the cutest sheep cartoons everywhere. There was so many wool products, like literally sheep everything. We got tacos next door. So nice. So I'm just so happy right now. The views are just mountains everywhere. It's just like, it's a really spectacular place. It's another day of road walking on Te Araroa. We've got 35 kilometers to do today, so 10 more kilometers than yesterday. And the road is from Glenorchy to Queenstown, so it also is going to be a busier road.
Even though there is a lot about road walking that is easier, there are some added challenges. For me, the biggest challenge while road walking is mental. I find it hard to stay motivated when I don't have as much occupying my mind. It is also challenging to constantly be stepping off the road and stopping to let cars go by. I find it easiest to maintain a consistent pace. All the stopping and starting is tough.
It's been a beautiful day of road walking again. A little bit more scary than yesterday. The road's a bit more narrow at times and there's more traffic, but it's been very manageable. And we had access to get down to the lake here, which is amazing because we got water. If you've been wondering what we do about going to the washroom on the road walks, it is much, much more challenging than on the trail because there's very few spots that aren't visible from the road. But sometimes there's a rest stop with toilets. So we stopped here. It was glorious.
There were 3 rest stops along this way. That's really nice. 3 kilometers to go. We should be there by 6 p.m.
And this is the sketchiest part of the road we've had so far, right on a sheer cliff. On an easier part of the trail / road again, and it is glorious. We made it to our Airbnb for the night. Such a nice area here, and this is our first time staying in an Airbnb in New Zealand, so it's really exciting. Good morning. We're enjoying our morning here at our Airbnb. Only 15 kilometers to do today, so it's like a half day, which means we can hang out a little bit. We are all moved out of the Airbnb. I'll double check we got everything. Gotta do the final sweep. Okay, anything at the bed? No. That's all good. Gotta check under the bed. Oh, all clear. Time to put on the shoes. Okay, here we go. 10 kilometers to get into Queenstown. Kilometers to go into Queenstown now. It is a hard part of the road. Narrow, lots of traffic, but it's going okay.
Once we arrived in Queenstown, we went straight to a restaurant for lunch. After filling up, we had a few more kilometers to walk around the lake to get to our hotel. We showered and did our laundry before taking a taxi back into town. I bought myself some hiking pants and then we went out for dinner at Margot's, an incredible Mexican food restaurant. Then back to the hotel to start our next section tomorrow. That's where next episode 5, will start up again. Can't wait to see you then. Thank you so much for watching.